Okay, so I'm still recovering from the sickness here, so hopefully the coughing stays at a minimum. But we have Harpo and Moviestar. And this one, somebody suggested this to say, you should react to more people from different countries. And I believe this guy's from Sweden, Harpo again. And we're going to see what's going on here. Going in blind. Never listened to Harpo. Honestly, I think of Harpo Marx, but and he was a movie star. But anyway, let's get into this, talk about it after, and let's go. Coming in blind as hail. Whoa.
Like Steve McQueen when you're driving in your car, and you think you look like James Bond when you're smoking your cigar. It's so bizarre, you think you are a new kind of James Dean, but the only thing I've ever seen of you was a commercial spot on the screen. Movie star, oh movie star, you think you are a movie. Movie star, oh movie star, you think you are a movie star.
It's like Christmas. My goodness.
You should belong to the jet set. Fly your own private Learjet. But you worked in the grocery store every day until you could afford to get away. So you went to Sweden to meet Ingmar Bergman. He wasn't there, or he just didn't care. I think it's time for you, my friend, to stop pretending that you are a movie star, movie star. You think you are a movie star, movie star. You think you are a movie star. Frozen hero, your words are zero. Your dreams have vanished into dark long ago, but you don't want to know. Movie star, movie star. You think you are a movie star, movie star. You think you are a movie star, movie star. You think you are a movie star.
Well, my God. I like that one. My goodness. Movie Star by Harpo. Again, somebody suggested this. Maybe a couple people. I can't remember now. But they said, again, you should listen to more people. Because I did, of course, I've reacted to The Hives, who are a Swedish band and one of my favorite bands I've found through the channel. But I've never really reacted to many other things. So I said, why not listen to Harpo here? Why not? I don't know what else to listen to. And my God, what a treat this was. I don't know if I've ever heard a more happy song musically. I mean, from the get-go. There's some disco influence, I would say. And I said it at one point, but it just reminds me of Christmas. Maybe is it the triangle in the song? It's an instrument that I guess I've heard, in Christmas parades or whatever the hell. But maybe a xylophone almost. Again, I'm looking at the personnel here. I don't see a xylophone or anything. Of course, there's guitars, steel guitar, bass guitar, drums. Would you believe it? An oboe is in it, percussion, keyboards, but I don't see any xylophone or anything. But anyway, it's just it's such a cheery, Upbeat. I mean, upbeat as hell. Holy moly, it's so upbeat. Again, it's and at the same time, the lyrics are condescending. You would say they're a bit rude in a way as well as. My God, I still have this cough. But at the same time, so there is that juxtaposition, you might say, between how happy the music is and the lyrics, where Harpo seems to be going in on this person. I don't know, maybe it's a friend or what, but who seems to have some big aspirations, and they're not living in reality, I guess. And it just made me laugh, I have to say. I thought it was hilarious. And anyway, just again to say, yeah, kind of condescending, but what a happy, jolly sound. I don't even know how else to say it. I mean, just all encompassing, not even to talk about, the guitars and all this stuff, but it was just so shimmering bright. It was just so beautiful. Harpo's voice was beautiful. I don't know. There's somebody who reminds me of, maybe, is it Bowie? I don't know, especially at the end when he would say, like movie star, and then his voice would go even higher at the end of the word. And I was thinking, does that remind me of David Bowie? Is that who I'm thinking of? I don't know who I'm thinking of, but either way, I just love his high tenor. He has such a, sweet voice as well, very light as well. It seems like, he's just making love to the mic here. I mean, I don't know. That's what comes to my mind. And again, just a beautiful sound. It's so sonically beautiful. I mean, I can't say it enough. It's a pretty song. And, yeah, not even to talk about the lyrics, of course, but it's just beautiful. It's so jolly and upbeat and so happy. I mean, I don't know if I've ever heard a more happy instrumental. I mean, it's just so pretty. I can't say it enough. I loved it a lot. And I didn't know what to expect for the song, but I really it exceeded my expectations, and I really loved it. And again, it got me in a good mood and made me laugh a few times. And again, as somebody who's kind of sick, that's what I want. So anyway. And as I read some parts of the Wikipedia page, which is a very long Wikipedia page, a lot of information about the song, which again was apparently a very successful song, one of the best from Sweden of the 1970s, of course. But anyway, apparently Harpo says this came very easy to him. He hummed the melody in his head. He wrote down the lyrics very quickly. And again, it's a lot of cultural references, a lot of, popular people of the last, decades. The people that were best at their craft, of course. Steve McQueen, James Bond, James Dean. Of course, James Bond is a character. But anyway, and again, so it's just pretty straightforward. And I can see why it came easily to him. And of course, he was just taking jabs at whoever, he's thinking of in his head about who they think they're a movie star. But where the hell is the evidence of that? So let's get into the lyrics. You feel like Steve McQueen when you're driving in your car, and I feel like I'm being called out. You think you look like James Bond when you're smoking your cigar. It's so bizarre. I'm laughing, and then I start coughing. Anyway, again, it's one thing to say you look like James Bond. You think you look like James Bond when you're smoking your cigar, and then just to add on and say it's so bizarre, how you think that. Anyway, I just like that a lot. Again, another little jab. You think you are a new kind of James Dean. James Dean, where of course he only really starred in 3 movies, but of course he's remembered as one of the greatest actors of all time. So again, just to think that you are James Dean is such a it's such a what the hell am I trying to think of? Obviously it's not real at all. Obviously nobody's James Dean. Anyway, but the only thing I've ever seen of you was a commercial spot on the screen. So again, you have all of this stuff. You think all of this stuff about yourself, Steve McQueen, James Bond, James Dean, but where is your resume? You've only been in a commercial. And again, maybe the commercial wasn't even that well, circulated. It wasn't even a commercial that ran all the time or anything. And then we go into the chorus, movie star, oh movie star. You think you are a movie star, oh movie star. You think you are a movie star. And again, it's just more of the same here, him calling out this person who thinks they're a movie star in their head, but in reality, they're not really anybody. You should belong to the jet set, fly your own private jet, private Lear jet, but you worked in a grocery store every day you could afford to get away. So you went to Sweden to meet Ingmar Bergman, who of course I know was a director, a famous director, one of the greatest of all time, but I have a hard time saying his name. He wasn't there, or he just didn't care. Again, it's just, you thought you had a chance. And again, you don't even have money to, take a trip whenever you want, like a big actor might. You take a trip whenever you can, when you save enough money after working at the grocery store. And so you went to Sweden to meet this big time director, and he either wasn't there or he didn't care, because again, you're nobody. I mean, my God, I think it's time for you, my friend. And again, my friend, I mean, if this guy's his friend, I'd hate to see how Harpo treats his enemies. To stop. Anyway. Just stop pretending that you are a movie star. Again, he's trying to let him down softly here in a way. You think you're a movie star, but come on now, my friend. You're obviously not. Then we got the bridge. Frozen hero, your words are zero. Basically, almost like you are a zero. You have these aspirations don't really mean anything, and you haven't really amounted it to anything, and it's not going well. Anyway, your dreams have vanished into dark long ago, but you're the one to know. movie star, you think you're a movie star, and it goes on. And again, maybe it seems like this person now, especially from the bridge, your dreams have vanished into dark long ago. How old is this person we're talking about here? Is this someone who thinks still, I'm going to be a movie star someday, and they're like 50 years old at this point, and again, their only big spot was a commercial. So obviously it seems like the dreams are gone. They're gone long ago, but this guy he's delusional. He can't get over his dreams. And again, of course, it's great to want to achieve your dreams, but at some point you got to probably think it's probably not going to work out, and I'm just going to stay at this grocery store for the rest of my life, unless you go to school and do other things. But of course, it doesn't seem like acting is going to be the job for this person. And again, Harpo here, his dear friend, is trying to let him down easily, and is making fun of him at the same time, which is fun. So anyway, I thought this was just a bundle of fun. I laughed a lot. I thought it was a fun song, and again, happy as all get out. I loved just from the get-go, a lot of, and again, that disco influence I really felt like, and it was just such a bright, luxurious song. I mean, just all these things come to mind, bright, upbeat, happy, joyous, I mean, jolly, all this stuff, and again, it reminds me of Christmas. Maybe it's that triangle again, and I love Christmas, my God. And so just all happy vibes around this track, and again, I love the writing here too, because I just love how he's going in on his friend, I guess you might say, and I love the references too, because I get the references, my goodness. So anyway, thanks to whoever suggested Harpo. This was, I never thought I'd react to this band, I guess I should say, or this person, whatever, because Harpo was a person, but it was a whole band, I guess. So anyway, but yeah, it was a fun thing, and it was just kind of a spur of the moment. So yeah, thanks for the request. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that stuff. Now my brain's all foggy, my God, because I'm holding on to a cough. So anyway, I'm going to go now. Thanks for everything. I'll talk to you guys again soon.